What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Houston versus SIU Edwardsville college basketball matchup going down Thursday, March 20th, 2025. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head to Pickdawgz.com, click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. It's a great time to do so because we have a lot of action lined up this week. The March Madness tournament has begun. The first four matchups are going to be in the books. Now we start to whittle down the field to 64 on Thursday. And the 3-day pass will not only get you access to plays all this weekend, but it'll get you access to every single college hoops play I make for the first two rounds of the NCAA tournament. Favorites, moneyline dogs, you name it, we'll have it. So make sure that you jump on board. There's NBA and NHL on the board as well. We've also got products for those who make big bets and for those with big bankrolls. Those looking for more of a VIP experience where you're going to get things like late alert plays closer to game time, where we're going to track line movement for you, try to get you the best possible number compared to the closing line. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, text the number on the screen for more information, even if it's just to find out if it's right for you. But let's get to this one. Between SIU Edwardsville and Houston, it is a 116 matchup in the NCAA tournament. And SIU Edwardsville out of the Ohio Valley, 22-11 on the year, and this is the first year since SIU Edwardsville joined the Division I ranks back in 2009, where this team ended up in the NCAA tournament. And I'll tell you, Edwardsville, performed well. They won the Ohio Valley Conference tournament. They beat Tennessee State and Southeast Missouri. On the other side of the coin, you've got the Houston Cougars as the 1 seed. Your Big 12 champions knocking off Colorado, BYU, and Arizona, sitting at 30-4 coming into this game. Now, obviously, we talk about the David versus Goliath, the 1 versus 16 matchup, and there's a reason why the 16 versus 1 matchup, the 16-1 upset is very few and far between, because there's just a sizable skill disparity and just a talent gap. And that's what we have here as well. It's obviously now what we boil down to as well. Can SIU Edwardsville do enough to keep this game respectable? And, this is a big number for a Houston team that last year didn't cover against Northern Kentucky. The thing is, though, Northern Kentucky has been a program that's been, 2 years ago, Northern Kentucky didn't cover, Houston didn't cover against Northern Kentucky back in 2023 in the first of their 3 straight number 1 seeds. And they won that game 63-52 because Northern Kentucky just had a tendency and has always been a program that likes to slow the game down. But last year, Houston came out as a 1 seed, knocked off 16 seed Longwood 86-46. And more often than not, what Houston has done against inferior competition is just that, blow teams out of the water. Now, granted, a lot of it came when they were at the Fertitta Center, which is still one of the toughest places to go on the road and win. But when you saw Houston against teams outside the KenPom top 200, again, those matchups were few and far between this season, but they've played 4 of those games, and the margins of victory in those games were 57, 46, 36, and 29. And this is, a 29-point spread here. But we've also seen SIU Edwardsville, take their talents to steps up in competition. Lost to Indiana by 19, lost to Illinois by 32. And those were the 2 games they had against teams inside the KenPom top 50. Now you got to take on a Houston team that's still second best defense in the country in terms of efficiency, top 10 in offensive efficiency. I just think this is, unfortunately for SIU Edwardsville, the end of the line, and I think it's just going to be a lot to a little. I think this is Houston early and often, and I just think that they pull away over the course of the second half. I think they win this one by 35, maybe even 40 points. I just think this is a mismatch of epic proportions here. I'm going to take Houston. I'm going to lay the big number with the Cougars, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.